here, and today we're going to talk some NFL football. So strap in, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So we have concluded the regular season for the NFL. It was a very exciting regular season. We had a lot of twists and turns, a lot of upsets, a lot of teams you would expect in the playoffs, not in the playoffs, teams that you wouldn't expect in the playoffs that are in. And it feels like the field could be wide open this year. And I think that's a good thing. There's a lot of young quarterbacks who have very little to no playoff experience, and one of these 14 teams is going to win the Super Bowl. So we're going to talk about it. So let's start with the NFC side of things. So the Seahawks earned the first round bye. And we have the Bears versus the Packers in Soldier Field. The 7-seed Packers versus the 2-seed Bears. Honest to God, I think the Bears are going to win, but I mean, this is the third time this team has faced each other, and anything could happen in these rivalry games. So, if I were a betting man, I'd stay away from this one, but I would lean Bears. Then we have 49ers at Eagles. Let me tell you something. This is another stay away from me, and here's why. The Niners have played well until last week, but this is a cold weather game. The Eagles play like shit all year, but they're the defending champs. I don't know what to make of this. These are the last 3 NFC champions. They're actually 2 of the teams that have experience in the NFC. The other one is the Rams, which we'll get to in a minute. But I, honest to God, couldn't tell you. I want the 49ers to win this game. But I don't feel that either, if that makes sense. So probably, reluctantly, I'm going to say the Eagles win. I'm leaning Eagles here. And then we have the Rams versus the Panthers. Boy, would I take a hammer and just smash the Rams on this one. The Panthers are the worst team to make the playoffs. They didn't win their in the game. They had to have the Falcons take care of business for them to get in. They're 8-9. The Rams are 12-5. The Rams did lose to the Panthers in the regular season in Carolina. That's of note. So it's not like it's impossible. But the Rams having experience, them having Stafford, who's won a Super Bowl before, I gotta smash the Rams on this one. They're gonna win that. So if that were to happen, that would set up a second round matchup of Seahawks versus Rams. And in that case, go ahead and give me the Seahawks. I think, reluctantly, obviously the Rams could win this game. These 2 teams faced twice. Just like the Bears and the Packers. It's a divisional rivalry. Both games were close. It could go either direction. Gotta lean Seattle because they'll have the home field advantage. The rest off the bye. But am I comfortable with it? Hell no. I'm not comfortable with it. So Seattle to advance and host the NFC Championship. Then we have the Eagles at Bears. Again, not very comfortable with this game. This is the playoffs. Nothing should feel comfortable, right? But I'm going to go Bears. I'm going to go Bears here. And the Bears advancing to the NFC Championship game. I just don't think the Eagles have played well enough. And they didn't care to even try to get the 2 seed. So the Bears should take advantage of that. And that leads me to the NFC Championship game. Bears, Seahawks. I'm going with the Bears in the upset. I'm going with the Bears. And look, I fully fucking acknowledge that I am not comfortable at all with this. At all comfortable with this. Because the Bears could easily lose to the Packers. They could easily lose to the Eagles. They could easily lose to a Rams team or a freaking Seahawks team. The NFC, it feels like just pick who you like almost. You know what I mean? I kind of like the Niners, but again, them having to go on the road in cold weather, I kind of discount that. But I have the Bears winning the NFC and going to the Super Bowl. They just seem like a team of destiny to some degree. Games they should win, should lose, they win a lot. I mean, I am not fucking comfortable picking this. I gotta be honest. I think it would be a little easier for me to just go Seahawks. They're the 1 seed. It would be easy. But in my heart of hearts, we actually get to that NFC Championship game, and it's Caleb Williams staring down Sam Darnold. I feel like Caleb Williams is a superstar enough to find a way to get it done. So call me crazy. All right. AFC side. I feel a little better about these picks, I feel. So, start off with the fact the Broncos have the bye. And let me tell you something. The Broncos are the worst 1 seed I've ever seen in my life. But better than a bye, New England's the 2 seed. They play the Chargers. I have no doubt in my mind the Patriots are beating the Chargers in round 1. The Chargers made a huge mistake resting their starters and willingly take the 7 seed to go face the 2 seed Patriots. Patriots been dominant all year. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. It's one and done. All those caveats aside, I know it's my team. I know there's bias. All of that aside, the Patriots are just a much better team than the Chargers. The Chargers and Justin Herbert have always struggled in the playoffs. I gotta believe the Patriots can win that game. And then our 3 versus the 6. This is a very interesting matchup. I feel like this will be the closest first-round matchup. Buffalo Bills as the 6 seed going on the road to the 3 seed. Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen versus the Prince. Oh, I go back and forth on this a lot. First of all, do I want the Bills to get knocked out here? Because if the Bills get knocked out here, then I don't have to worry about them. And then we play the Jags the next week. I'm gonna say Bills win. I'm gonna say Josh Allen could get at least one Superman playoff victory here and upset the Jags. And then that leaves the 4-5 matchup, Texans at Steelers. I love the Texans here. Again, that 4-5 matchup, best wild card versus worst division winner. Usually the best wild card seems to have a better record, a better team than the worst division winner, the 5 versus the 4. Smash the Texans here. That pass rush is going to be hellacious on a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and I believe he'll lose and ride off into the sunset. I think the Ravens would have been a much tougher matchup for the Texans. So I got Texans and Bills winning as well, and Patriots advancing. That would set up a second round. Oh, by the way, I got a problem with how the NFL does the seedings. I think the 1 seed should be locked versus the 4-5 winner, not reseeded, me personally. But because that does throw off the entire bracket if you're filling out a bracket. So, like, for example, I have the Bills winning, so that means they're forced to they're going to go play the Broncos no matter what. Now, actually, that's a good thing because our Patriots, we could avoid the Bills until the AFC Championship game. But, side note on that, it's not a fixed bracket. It's reseeded, whatever. The Bills at Broncos, the 6 seed versus the 1 seed. I'm smashing the fucking Bills here. Absolutely smashing the Bills here because this is Bo Nix' first ever playoff game in Denver. He's staring down Josh fucking Allen in round 2 in his first ever playoff game. I feel very confident the Bills can win that game. Even though the Broncos have a tough defense, Josh Allen, for a second game in a row, is going to find a way to win. James Cook's going to have a big game. The Bills advance to the AFC Championship game. On the other side of the bracket, it's Patriots-Texans. Again, another tough defense in the Texans. They've never made it to the AFC Championship game. The Texans always lose to the Patriots in the divisional round. They're losing this time. I think the Patriots defense will eat up CJ Stroud pretty well. I think the Patriots defense is underrated. I think the Patriots will be smart. They'll run the ball. They'll bad game-proof Drake May. It'll be a tougher game than the Chargers gave them. But the Patriots advancing and hosting the AFC Championship game. And that leads us to Bills-Patriots in the AFC Championship game. And I think this is where Josh Allen's luck runs out, because this is where Josh Allen's luck always runs out. How many times has he been to the AFC Championship game and lost? At least, once versus the Chiefs. There was a second time versus the Chiefs. Was there a three AFC Championship games versus the Chiefs? 2 or 3? I'm trying to remember. On the road to Super Bowl 55, that was his first time he went there. He lost. 56 was Burrow. 58 was the divisional round. He's been in the AFC Championship game twice and lost. He's on the road both times. He'll be on the road in New England. Look, the Patriots beat him the first matchup. Okay? The second matchup, the Patriots were up 21-0. Josh Allen put the Superman cape on and won. Patriots will beat the Bills in the AFC Championship game. Mark my words. I think the Patriots, if anything, that loss, I'm not saying it was good, but that loss versus the Bills the second time around, and the fact that Josh Allen will have to be Superman twice just to get to the AFC Championship game, he can't put together 4 Superman games or 3 Superman games. Can he? I don't think so. He never has in the playoffs. Patriots will win that game. And that will set up Super Bowl 60. Bears-Patriots. 40 years after the Bears blew out the Patriots in a Super Bowl. It was the Bears' first Super Bowl appearance and win, and the Patriots' first Super Bowl appearance and loss. 40 years later, it sets up a much more exciting Super Bowl matchup between the Bears and the Patriots. And just like Drake May is going to win the NFL MVP and should win the NFL MVP, Drake May is going to win that Super Bowl MVP. And the Patriots are going to defeat the Chicago Bears and win their 7th Super Bowl trophy. All right, those are my predictions, guys. I could be dead ass wrong. I think the 2 seeds are going to the Super Bowl against each other. Anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Let me know. We'll try to cover the playoffs as it goes on. Anything crazy that happens, some of the results or whatnot. But thanks for watching. This is RJ signing out. Have a good one.